Hello, I'm back, and today I'm looking at Warlocks versus Shadows. This is an early access game on Steam. What first drew my attention to it was the art style they used. It is a platformer with RPG elements. It's also more of a fighter brawler style than just straight platforming, which is good because I am not much of a platform player. I'm not very good with jump-based puzzles and physics, so I try to steer clear of those. And when I saw this game, it looked like it would be more about combat and playing with friends than just jumping, which I was correct and I'm very happy about. Another thing to note before I get started is that it plays equally well with keyboard and controller, but when I play these side-scrolling games, I like to move to controller, partially to build up my skills with the controller. I'm still very, in general, uncomfortable with controllers, so any chance I get, I like to move to them. So what I'm going to do is I played for about an hour. And this is sort of a roguelike. As you see the death counter there, 9 deaths. What happens in this game when you die is you restart the level. So I actually like that. I know the people that are really into these styles of the roguelikes may not appreciate that. But I don't mind. Like, if you're on a challenging level, it could take a while still, but you don't have to restart the entire game, which I appreciate. Especially a game like this where as you go through, you find new bosses in each story level, and you know the point, and you unlock new characters, as I'll show when you defeat these bosses. So starting all the way from the get-go could be very, very time-consuming. It took about that 42 minutes to reach and defeat the first boss, which right now leads me to believe that the whole game is probably in the area of 12 to 15 hours at its current access. I haven't reached all the way to even make sure all the bosses are there. But that said, as you unlock characters, there's all kind of quite a bit of replayability. In fact, I think it's expected as you unlock these characters. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start a new account, a new save, so that we can do the tutorial with each character and go over their abilities, because I don't actually play all the characters. I've been focusing mostly on one. So this will be one with 0 unlocks. And let's start here. You have versus mode, which I have not tried yet. I don't know how it works. I've done story mode. I've done story mode single player and online with a friend. I have not done local multiplayer. Single player seems to work pretty much without any issue from what I've seen at the levels I've been at. Online multiplayer definitely has occasional bugs. We ran into one game-breaking bug, but for the most part, it's been pretty smooth and was a lot of fun to play with my friend. And the nice thing too is the unlocks that we did on online carried through to the single player. So I was able to, because you could have the same save be used for single player or online, back and forth. So you could go and replay this all you want. You don't have to have 2 separate saves going, which is kind of nice. All right, so let's jump in. So, actually, it's account-wide. So on my old save, I have unlocked from killing the first boss, Raziel. Raziel? Yeah. All these other characters are the standard ones you start with. So let's go in. I'm hoping now that this is a new save, we'll do the tutorial with each, because I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be very good playing with this guy or this one, or any of them really, other than this guy. Jake is the pyromancer who I've been playing with. But let's jump in. All right, cool. So the tutorial comes in. This is where you start with all your characters the very first time. When you're near an enemy, press A to attack him. A small lightning will appear above his head. Try B before the mark wears off. So B, the little skull symbol, is going to do something if I first mark him with my A. And A is also my movement abilities. All characters I've seen so far have some form of movement abilities, so it'll be like this. And then I follow it with B, and I teleport to him and do damage. So X is a barrier block, so I can block enemy attacks with that. And Y will send off a shockwave. So this guy, this is the character that my friend plays a lot of, and you know, for whatever reason, he's one of those people that just his playstyle does not work for me at all. But so now after you finish the tutorial, you just then teleport out and you can begin the game. And there's a bit of a story going on here. I haven't decided whether I care for it all that much yet or not. So now I'm going to get myself killed with him, so I'm actually going to change to Warlocks. And hopefully I will end up back on the tutorial. I hope I didn't just mess up this save. So this is Jake. Alright. I love me some Jake. So, Jake's ability is to throw fireballs, put down fire barriers that keep people at bay, a flaming dash. This is my favorite part. Watch this now, if it'll let me do it right now. Yeah, you can drop fire from the heavens down on them. So I like to run through mobs, dropping fire down. And then, if you're a teammate or you get a good chance and anyone can keep everyone's attention, his ultimate is a fire dance. That just continues on and on. But if you're being attacked now, you're gonna get hurt. As you can see, it's not actually doing tremendous damage, but nice endless AoE. So, that's Jake. Let's take another look real quick. So next we have Anya. And she was actually the first one, Anya, sorry, the first one I started with, because I like ice-based casters, and that's what she is. But I had trouble getting enough damage out of her solo. So her main attack is this, and it's nice, it slows them down, it does damage, and when you have them fully frozen, it'll do even more damage. She's got this breath attack that stays for a second, which is nice, but it doesn't really have the range of Jake's flame for me, so I didn't like it quite as much. So let's see. So B is her movement ability, and her movement ability I think is one of my favorites in the game because she can do this. And she'll stay at whatever height she's at when she uses her ability. So it's very nice. She's got more mobility because of that than anyone else I've played. Yeah, so when you get a nice effect going on someone, you can deal massive damage with Y. But that massive damage didn't feel that massive to me. So she just doesn't seem to have enough damage for my liking, but she's a very cool character. And that's another thing I like about this game is all the characters definitely feel different. They don't feel like just like a different reskinning. Even though they have a lot of things to trade, they all have a movement ability. Oh, so one thing I should state too, when you play multiplayer with someone online, not only do you unlock for all your stuff, all your accounts, but you don't share the same screen, which was a concern of mine because I tried doing Mario with some people where you had to share the same screen, or even old Diablo where you're all dragging each other around. And this just feels really good because you can wander off. I've always been the host, so I don't know what it looks like, but I've been told, you know, the only thing that happens that, and I assume this is still a bug, is so as I host the game, these creatures are spawning in the distance from me. And when they first spawn, they're actually, they'll have a white bar, which means that they can't be attacked yet, but they also won't do damage yet. So my friend was off, and everything that had not got within combat range of me was not something he could fight. But when they're within a screen away, so like even before they're visible, they become something you can fight, so that he was still able to be off screen and fight. But if he got far away, that was not possible. Okay, this is, I think, my least favorite, but I'm so bad at these games that having to be close up just lends itself to trouble for me. So he's got a basic attack there. Alright. And then we're gonna have his shield. Hey, where's that fire coming from? Oh, I'm supposed to be blocking that flame. Yeah, there. Alright, so B is his dash forward. let's see it for yourself. A ranged attack. Yeah, so you can do that little shoot. But this guy just is a big walking target that's slow and clunky and not my style at all. But I can see someone enjoying him. I just kind of feel like I want my tank, if he's going to be a tank, to have a lot more hit points than this guy has. Okay, and this is by far the most interesting yet complicated starting character to try.
Kira.
But if you're doing a full group, I'd say I'd want her. Because her first set of abilities are all healing based for the most part. So she'll create... Okay. Her first ability is literally a minor attack. So, she created that. She can teleport away. Does more damage, which is nice. X is for healing. And now Y is what makes her interesting. She switches stances and she's a whole different character. Now she's a roguelike. Or a rogue. So, she's very, very interesting. I think if I was much better with swapping around and using a controller and not thumbing the wrong buttons, that she would be my preference. Because she's by far got the most combos that she can perform and the most utility. But seeing as how I'm a very clumsy player, I like to stick with characters that I can just get through with 2 to 3 buttons. And this takes quite a bit of memorization. So lastly is the first character I unlocked, which I've not played anything with, in the story mode by defeating the first major boss of the first chapter.
Razio.
He can double jump. Nice. Alright, let's do it. Now the tutorial's a little annoying that you have to do the combos they ask. So basic attack. Deals less damage but heals you, so every second hit will heal me. They want me to heal myself to full health. I'm almost there. Alright. Let's try pointing it towards somebody. Nice, and it goes through them and hits multiple targets. So B is dash. Oh, I didn't know that my right trigger was also jump. I was just using the joystick because the left stick will also do it, just by going. And let's see, the last ability is Y, lets you stun nearby enemies, which helps you when you're using your basic sword attacks. Oh, okay. So I go. And I hit you. This is another one that I like his ability there to do that. Let's see what happens when I jump up nice and high. And then, yeah, he could really get around some trouble. And as someone who's bad at jumping onto these little things sometimes, he might be perfect for me. I did not mean to go in there. So this is the beginning of chapter 1. So, I'm going to do a little playthrough now with my favorite character. And I think that'll be it, really. I have to say that this game is everything I expected and wanted this game to be. It's got a good aesthetic. It's actually got pretty good sound. I actually find the looping little music pretty it gets stuck in my head, and it not in a bad repetitive way. It just gets stuck in my head for a while, and I kind of like it. And though I'm not very good at anything but these two, I do find the play to be very solid and enjoyable. And I find it's a lot of fun to play with friends. Like, I could see doing this with 4 people, and it's not Gauntlet, you know? I mean, like, I think it's prettier than Gauntlet, and there's more to do, and you're not competing against each other, which is nice. You can revive each other, and solo, you're reliant on health potions. So let's just jump in, and let's do a few minutes, and that'll be it. I'm not going to show too much of it. Again, I've only completed the first chapter, but I'm going to start from the beginning here. We'll just take it until, let's take it to my first death. So, you want me to do X? And get my, and then my favorite. Moonwalk, Jake. Alright. Let's get out of here. The adventure begins on the planet Flora, but specifically in the area called the Greenlands. Well, that's a very green-sounding planet. It's mostly woods, but there is also an old ruined temple located in the middle of the forest. There comes a danger from the outer worlds, a meteor. It's not an ordinary meteor, though. It's actually a monster from another dimension. Its goal is to infect our world with shadows, evil creatures from the shadow world. Most powerful warlocks were called to arms to face the threat. The enemies are deadly, and utmost care will be required to beat them. The future of our planet lies in your hands. Yes. You want somebody that wears a cute little fuzzy on their head to defend your planet. I think actually my Phoenix does most of the work. I'm kind of an Annie. Eat my fire. See, yeah, that's the gray bars, like when you're... I think they need to work on the range with which those happen. Can't touch me. And you'll see why I like him. I mean, I can just be a bit of a jerk with him. And I drop fire on your heads.
Take that.
If you let these guys blow up, you don't get the coins from them, so you try to avoid that, but oh. As you level up, you fully heal. Well, thought you did. Did I take that much damage right between them? I need to pick up a health potion already. No, I cannot die already. I must show you more. Oh, alright, we're gonna continue. This is ridiculous. So you do start the mission over when this happens. It's been a couple nights since I played, so I guess I got a little out of practice.
Take that.
Oh, I gotta just not let him hit me. That was ridiculous how much damage. Okay, that'll help. My range actually goes quite a bit off the screen, so that's nice. Oh, yeah, those are what are messing me up. Man, I gotta not let those blow up on me. I wanted to do the Y, but it's not really a good time. In fact, I'm gonna take a potion. Oh, nope. And that was the first level. Oh, there's one guy left. Oh, there's actually quite a few. The whole spawn is still coming. I'm being risky because you heal up when you go through the portal. As I've said though, platformers are not really my cup of tea, but this is not even platforming, right? This is just combat. I should maybe be using my keyboard, but I want the practice. So each level has its own aesthetic, and as you can tell, this one's going to have the ruin aesthetic that they mentioned in the opening story. So it's all going to be green and these ruins everywhere. Whoa! I ran right into that one. Uh-oh. We've got... Each level also introduces new creatures. So this one brings us these guys, these flying guys. Not the best place to be standing since this is where they spawn. Dance! Dance, Jake! Rainfire down. I may have become a little too reliant on friend support. Dance, Jake. I'll worry about picking that stuff up after. Maybe I'll pick that up right now. Whoa! Armor will be useful. Alright. Oh.
Fireball! Take that!
Oh! That's the end of it. Alright. We have a chest to open up. So this is why I don't do platformers. Oh, no. Okay. And if we go in here and look at our inventory, I've got 12 armor or 28 armor. I think I'll take the 28 armor. I don't have really any options here. 22 speed or jump height and armor. I'll go with the jump height. That's cool. Hopefully you cannot take fall damage in this game, or I'd be dead. I keep accidentally leveling my flame wall. Not the most useful thing. So I forget which monster gets brought in here. I've only done this one time before. Uh-oh. Get out of there, Jake. Give him the dance. Oh, that's no good. Give the rest of them the dance.
Fireball!
Jake's just the kind of guy that wants to see the world burn. And I can respect that about him. I thought my jump was ready. It was not. Oh, I wanted to get rid of my health potions. I don't remember doing that. Or did I start? Oh. I thought I had health potions. I was playing a little riskier than I should have been. I'll level up my fireball for a change. Alright. Jump. There's something for me to pick up over here. What is it? Okay, pick it up. But, you know, these are just wave-based and tech gate levels. I mean, Ooh.
Take that.
I think this is also the level that once I win it, I can open up a vendor. Get out of there, Jake. Did I need that health potion, possibly? Getting close to the end there, though. Bring death! Trying to hold off using that potion unless I absolutely have to. I think I have to. Too far away from the level, and there's plenty of them. Oh no! Woo! Oh, this one of those guys hit me. It's not good. Last level, last wave. I need the level. I'm gonna die. I love that ultimate. There's another health potion here, which is good. Pick it up. Alright, now I got 2 health potions. I got the level. Nice. Yeah. So now, we have a trader. You'll see him a couple times. I'm sure he keeps showing up, in fact. I'm kind of assuming at some point we're going to see a town. So if we go to the trader, you can sell. Actually, let's first get out of here and decide what we're going to wear out of what we have. So, cooldown reduction. So this is better cooldown reduction. I think with the caster, I want the cooldown reduction more than anything else, more than the armor. This is, again, my option. I'm going to take the massive cooldown reduction. So I've got damage crit, cooldown reduction. So let's take that. So, oh, that's -2. I think I'll just do that. And no, I'll take the increased jump height. Okay. So now I'm wearing everything I want to have on. So I'll go back to him and sell everything else. And to accept, I just hit Y, and I sold all that stuff. And I have 638 gold. So let's see if he's got anything I'm really keen on buying. That's pretty nice, to be honest, but I think I'm just fine the way I am right now. But I sold all that junk. Again, the game will just progressively get harder. This is still just the opening levels. Oh, these guys suck. Oh, my fire's not getting to him. Yeah. I liked the Ice Woman for this because of her ability to shoot 3 at a time. Because it was much easier to hit these guys. But yeah, he'll hit me long before I hit him with my other ability. I'm failing. Oh, okay, there I'm getting him. Yeah, I've taken a lot of damage messing around here. Oh, there we go. Nice when those guys aren't around. Have some fun. If you stand underneath them, though, you are immune. Oh. If they don't come from behind me, I might be okay. Ah! Let me get somewhere where I can shoot these guys. Oh, oh. Oh no! Jake's in trouble. Thankfully I got these potions. Get from above. Oh, I should have waited. I was about to level. Oh well. We did it. And we leveled up. Oh. And it does get just progressively harder and harder. Without friend help, I would not make it to this game. Not enough potions in the world to get me through, but with this character and playing kind of cheap, I can get pretty far. I have yet to beat the first boss with him yet, but I have just gotten started. I'm going to continue playing this game. I'm excited to see where this game goes. I hope you support him and check it out if you're into this type of game. And I'm going to end it here. I didn't even die. Hope you liked the video. Hope it helped you out, and I'll talk to you later.